Hello everyone, my name is Eric Spitzer, and today I'm going to be talking to you about colony collapse disorder. Colony collapse disorder was first observed in 2006 when it was noticed that a large number of hives across all of North America had died over winter. According to the USDA, colony collapse disorder is responsible for 30 to 90% of the death toll in many hives that have occurred over winter in the past 10 years. According to the UC Davis entomologist Eric Musin and Jean Brandy, colony collapse disorder is a unique form of bee death in which workers leave the colony in large scale and then fail to return. What differentiates colony collapse disorder from other forms of large-scale honeybee death involve the unique symptomology of colony collapse disorder. Death primarily occurs in the worker caste, which in turn leaves the dependent larva and queen unfed, and it culminates in their starvation, which ultimately kills the hive. Unfortunately, the death tolls from colony collapse disorder have hit North America the hardest, which has far higher colony loss rates than most of Europe. Colony collapse disorder is believed to be caused by multiple stressors on a hive at a particular time. However, it's believed that neonicotinoid insecticides are the primary culprit in initiating colony collapse disorder. In addition to neonicotinoids, fungi, bacteria, viruses, and parasitic mites have also been implicated in colony collapse disorder. A recent study published in the journal Nature in 2015 concluded that neonicotinoid-laced nectar is fed on preferentially by honeybees, and that the low doses of neonicotinoids present in the nectar can cause difficulty learning floral traits, feeding, navigating, and foraging problems. And they also noted that the bees have impaired motor function. They noted that these changes in behavior can often lead to colony failure. You might be thinking, yeah, Eric, that sounds pretty bad, but why should we care? The reason that this topic is important to me is because my summer job as a sunflower inspector relies heavily on the pollination services of honeybees. Besides sunflower, other important California crops that require the use of pollination services by honeybees include apples, avocados, cherries, kiwis, pears, plums, cucumbers, cantaloupes, honeydews, watermelons, as well as the vegetable seed industry. The reason I've found colony collapse to be a particularly pressing issue in this state is because California, with about 750,000 acres of almond trees, produces 80% of the world's almonds. The need for pollinators in California is so large that it takes approximately 60% of all American bee colonies in the country just to pollinate our almond blooms during February and March. According to the California State Beekeeping Association, colony collapse disorder has had a dramatic impact on the price of almond pollination fees in California, going from $54 a hive in 2004 to $139 a hive in 2006. This is immediately after colony collapse disorder had begun to occur on a large scale. This increase in price can be directly attributed to colony collapse disorder, which only began to occur on a large scale in 2006. Since then, almond pollination fees have remained high, at around $150 to $160 per hive. Because of this, the cost of producing California almonds has increased by approximately $112 per acre annually. Pollination fees now account for about 20% of budgeted almond cultural costs per acre. The estimated annual cost increase of $83 million for almond production is directly due to colony collapse disorder. My hope is that we can eventually get a handle on this problem, so we won't have to deal with increased pollination fees or with a large-scale death of honeybees in the United States. If more research is done, and more funding is allocated to finding the root source of colony collapse disorder, we can further prevent these sorts of things from happening in the future. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, you know what it